Hey friends, it's Sarah Fela. I am at the office today and I'm actually in my husband's office. I want to redecorate, but I want to have a chat with you about feeling happy. So I just got off a call with a really awesome client and we were talking about figuring out what makes her happy. Now, there's two ways that we can look at this, right? So there is the question that comes up of like, okay, what's my purpose? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel alive? Like, what am I doing in life? And then we have the feeling of happy. And so I think sometimes we think that when everything else falls into place, we will feel happy. We forget that ultimately happiness comes from here, right? Like, so happiness is a feeling based on the thoughts that we think about our lives or about ourselves, whatever that might be. So I want to encourage you today, if you are trying to figure out what makes you happy, put it in the model. So I'll put an example of the model below. You guys know it's what I use, Brooke Castillo's work, the model, right? So if the feeling you want is happiness, you could go either way. Like you could start with putting in the feeling of happiness. And then what actions would you take? Like if you actually take a minute and pause, close your eyes. If you were feeling happy, fully alive, like your life was just as it was meant to be, you are living out your potential, that feeling of happiness, let it build inside of you, right? Like visualize it, whatever it looks and feels like, if it's warm, if it's yellow, if it's pink, whatever it is for you. What actions would you take today based on that feeling? Ask yourself that. And then go do it, right? Like what actions would you take from that place of feeling happy? And then you can see what the results would be. And then from there, you can also work up from that beautiful place or whatever you want, what kind of place it is for you of happiness, whatever that looks and feels like for you inside, to go up a level and be like, okay, what thought would I feel to do that? Like, what would it be? And often it might find it's the action, right? Like the thing that you wrote in the action line. So I just wanted to give that to you today as just a reminder, because let me promise you this, you could get all the things that you want in life that you think are going to make you happy, and you could find yourself not happy, right? Like you could get the job, get the man, get the kid, get the goal accomplished, get the money, get the whatever it is that you think, if I just had that, I would be happy. You're going to find that when you get there, it's still you. And it's not to say that those things in life don't make life more enjoyable, make it fun. But even once you get there, it's 50-50, right? Like, so everything in life is 50-50. Like, so I love my kids more than anything in the world, right? But it's still 50-50. There are moments that they drive me crazy. There are moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, bedtime, here we go again. And then there are moments where they bring me the most joy I've ever experienced in my life, right? The same with a goal you set, or it's going to be 50-50. Like there are going to be different problems that you have when you get to the place that you want to be, that you think is going to make you happy. So the more you can learn to work through problems and coach yourself and know that like ultimately how you feel and how you show up is based on your choice and your action, that is what's going to like help you continue to grow into the person you want to be, right? Okay. I hope that was helpful. I hope that made sense. I want to do more of these where I just hop on and share little insights and tips, because this is a journey and it's a process, right? So do your model, put whatever feeling it is that you want in that line and ask yourself what it takes, what's one action you can take today to actually have that in your life. Okay. I will talk to you soon.